Do you find the CBC system confusing? You are not alone. Many parents and learners are still trying to figure out how this new education system works in Kenya. But don't worry, because I'm going to break it down for you step by step so that you can clearly understand the CBC structure and how it prepares your child for the future. This new system breaks down the journey of the learner into 5 key levels. First, 2 years in pre-primary, that is PP1 and PP2, 6 years in primary school, 3 years in junior secondary school, 3 years in senior secondary school, and 3 years in tertiary education. So you can call it a 2-6-3-3-3 structure. Let us start with number 1, pre-primary, which goes for 2 years. In the first level, PP1 and PP2, learners should be aged about 4 to 5 years. You can start by taking your child to playgroup at 3 years, but this is not mandatory. The pre-primary level lays the foundation for learning. It focuses on early childhood development, including social skills, language, motor skills, and the emotional growth of the learners. Then also learners are introduced to a type of learning that is fun, play-based, and it involves engaging activities. With this, children will develop in curiosity as well as their love for learning will increase. In primary school, the learners are required to go through grade 1 to 6. This level focuses on building the literacy, numeracy, digital skills, environmental awareness, the hygiene, and the moral values of the learners. Assessment is continuous, which means that they will not just be tested in one exam. That was a challenge in the 844 system, where the 8 year of learning was tested in KCPE exam, and that did not help capture the ability and the skills of the learners. So continuous assessment in CBC will help to overcome that challenge. In primary school, learners are now expected to begin to develop the 7 cores of competencies. Now, CBC has 7 core competencies, and you can check out this channel for a video explaining these competencies. They include communication, critical thinking, and creativity. Primary education is divided into 2 main sections. We have the lower primary and the upper primary. Lower primary typically covers grade 1 through 3, while the upper primary now covers grade 4 to 6. Now, at the end of grade 6, learners take the KPSEA, or the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment exam, and this exam is not used for placement, but rather it is just to monitor the learning progress of the student. The next level is junior secondary school, which goes from grade 7 to grade 9. This is a new level introduced in CBC. It was not there in the old system. The junior secondary is basically a transition phase, and at this level, learners are supposed to explore subjects like pre-technical studies, visual and performing arts, business, and life skills. In those 3 years, they will continue developing in the 7 core competencies and values. It is also at this stage where learners should identify their interests and potential career paths. Before the end of grade 9, learners need to work together with their teachers and their parents or guardians to determine the career path that is best for them. Next, we have the senior secondary school, which goes from grade 10 to 12. At this stage, learners choose a career pathway based on their strengths and interests. We have 3 career pathways, including STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We also have social sciences, and thirdly, we have arts and sports science. In senior secondary, the goal is to prepare learners for the university, TVET, or the job market. Notice that here learners specialize in their preferred subjects to develop the relevant competencies that they need for their career goals. Finally, we have the tertiary education, which goes for 3 years or more, depending on the field of study of that learner. The learner can join a university, a TVET institution, or a college to advance their studies. Now, they are expected to advance in their chosen fields, being equipped with academic or technical skills required for employment, for entrepreneurship, or for further research. So, to sum up, the CBC is a system structured into 5 clear stages: 2 years in pre-primary, 6 years in primary school, 3 years in junior secondary school, 3 years in senior secondary school, and 3 years or more in tertiary education. That is why it is called the 2-6-3-3-3 structures. Each level builds on the previous one, focusing not just on academics, but also on nurturing the skills, the values, the real-world competencies, and that prepare learners for life and also for the job market. Now, if this video helped you to understand the CBC system better, give it a thumbs up and share with a parent or a student who need this information. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed.